This is the unassembled clean yoga machine. This is the tune-up kit O-ring size chart. Lots of pieces and parts for the yoga machine. This is the blades that go on to the beaters, also known as scraper blades. This is the lubrication. It's a food grade safe silicone that can go on to your machines. This is applying the lubrication to the O-rings here, also here. So any of the pieces that have O-rings on them, every O-ring needs to be lubricated. This is the boot seal that goes on the dry shaft. This is the assembly of the freezer door with all the O-rings and other pieces and parts. This is the draw valve that's been lubricated, and by moving it up and down you lubricate the two pieces of machine, and that one is the prime plug. These are the handles that are attached to the draw valves. This is the inside of the yoga machine, and this is the back part where the dry shaft will be placed. You should hear a click or a noise, or feel a noise when the dry shaft is inserted correctly. This is the dry shaft with the boot seal lubricated going into the machine. This is the scraper blade being put onto the beaters. Each beater has 2 blades. If your blades are rough, you need to replace them. They should be smooth as to clean the inside of the machine and scrape the ice cream to refrigerate and freeze it. This is the scraper blades attached to the beater, which is now going into the machine. In the back of the machine you can see the dry shaft, and it is not lined up correctly, so you will push it in and it will not go in all the way. This is a closer view of it not being lined up correctly. This is the assembled beater with the scraper blades on it hanging out of the machine. This is the beater lined up correctly, and you can see here that it is lined up correctly. So when you push it all the way back, it should go past the front of the machine. As you can see here, the beaters are pushed in on the dry shafts correctly, and they are behind the flat of the openings. This is the assembled freezer door going on. This is the freezer door on the machine. Just need to put the screws on. We have long screws and short screws. The long screws go on the top, and the short screws will go on the bottom. We have a Sani powder that we use, sanitizer powder. It is made for machines. It is food safe. There's a line right here that you fill with powder till that line. You have a 2-gallon soup round that I typically myself will use. And you fill it typically to the ring with lukewarm water. And then you add the sanitizer powder to the water to help it dissolve. You will take that 2-gallon round and you will put 1/2 of the 2-gallon round into each well. Once it is in the machine, this is the control valve on the outside of the machine. You're going to put it on wash when you have product or even water in it. I would recommend putting another 2-gallon round of cold water, 1/2 in each side, to finish off the amount of water that you'll need. So once you put it on wash, the scraper blade is on the beater, scraping the inside of the machine, so it's sanitizing all the pieces and parts that touch the food. You get the mix or refrigeration button. Once you have product, yogurt product or ice cream product in the machine, you want to make sure you turn your refrigeration button on. When you first put even the product in, you want to put it on wash until the end of the video, and I will go over that. So this is the product in the machine, and it is on wash. It is bubbling. So as soon as those bubbles stop, then you can take your machine off of wash and put it on auto with your refrigeration on. The bubbles will stay there. They'll dissipate and go away. This is your this is the feed tube, and the hole here goes down into the product. Make sure the hole is facing the front of the machine. That way the air regulates the product and the machine will not freeze up. At the end of the night, when you take and put your machine on standby, you'll want to take that out of the product, wash and sanitize it, flip it upside down so the hole will be up here, and then you put it on standby and it's good to go for the night. Just wipe down the outside, wipe the lids off, make sure the lids are closed so there's no contaminants getting into the product.